it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We're going to be looking at the full series today of 101. We've already gotten past 100. Now it's time to turn that chapter on what Mattel's going to do here going forward with these figures. We have Ronda, AJ Styles, Sarah Logan, Bobby Lashley, and Ali. They're all up at Ringside Collectibles. Hit the link in the description below. Discount code here is going to save you some money. Here's the back image. On the back right here, they all have the same right here. And I'm telling you, man, I don't care what you tell me. Some people try telling me different, but that's not Lashley, dude. That thing is not Lashley. Who is that? He's almost looking like, yeah, we're not going to get into that. All right, first thing I want to do, which you might have already seen this, because I've been wanting to do this since the first day that they showed us this figure. It's the scale. The overall scale of the head scan right here, we need to find out ASAP, man. So I might have put it up on a fix-it video. If I did, Hero Figs, you're traveling through time. I am. Ali. All right, here he is. Before we get in depth right here with the look of the head scan, I want to cover the look of the attire because the custom, the first one that I got into, that's kind of going based off, but at the same time, it's not as to what I had initially done before we got the version right here from Mattel. Obviously, mine, it was more of the black versus this one. This is kind of like the gray, but this is the closest one that I would have to say to what we've seen with anything, because the other ones prior to this, well, actually, this one was prior to the actual release of it. The yellow one, we saw it in yellow, we saw it in red, and he is the Chase figure, so if you are curious, go on the website right there on Ringside Collectibles, because that one was more green. All right, all that put aside, let's put him right here, and it's good, because that thing that's going to help me out the most is to convert that Elite, which I was going to do with one of these two, but man, did I love both of them too much to do it to. I would rather do it to a basic over an Elite any day, so yeah, we'll easily get that all taken care of. But before I do, you guys, like I said, I want to show you the look of the attire. It's very reminiscent to the red. It's all the same outline work on the kick pads, on the knee pads, on the inside of the trunks, the actual belt right there. It's got the same look of it all. Here's a side tight design on the back. Now that we can't do it with the actual custom, because you got to keep in mind, I was using something else, so we're not going to do the comparison on that one, but we're going to do it right here with the actual red one itself. All right. Side by side, yeah, I see it. I think what they did, because if you look at your AJ Styles, they kind of revamped the look of the actual chin itself. If you look at the undermeat, right underneath the beard, do you guys see it? I mean, it's the same facial expression. You can clearly tell that it's going to be the same sculpt. But if you look like on the side, you can see how it's kind of flaring out. They went a little bit further down to where it kind of elongates the whole look of the actual scan. This one is all trimmed up, man. Like as soon as the beard stops, that's where the head scan stops. So that's cool, man. I'm glad that overall it is looking a little bit smaller, mainly due to them adjusting that. So really cool. The hair sculpt too, they are sharing the same hair sculpt right there. The other thing you could do, you guys, I mean, if you like the attire on the purple or the Chase one, which would be the green, you could do some, some minor things, because the cool thing about anytime we get a vest from an Elite, if you pop it on there, or like let's say it's a shirt, if you pop it on there into a basic and you have them displayed on the shelf, because if they're sitting in display, you ain't gonna be playing with them, man. Like it won't make much of a difference. But the one thing that you will have to address clearly, it's gonna be the little tiny dots right there that we saw. Hold on, we got to turn the elbow in so we can get it on there. It's the little tiny dots on the vest that you're gonna have to take care of. So obviously, instead of the red dots that you're seeing on the actual Elite vest, you're gonna have to go in there and repaint it. And well, most people wouldn't do it to the Chase, they'd probably do it to the yellow one, but you go in there and repaint it with the purple, and it does tie in well. Look at that, you guys. That actually looks pretty damn, I like it, man. Focus with me, camera. Work with me, bro. We want to make sure that the whole WHF universe sees what this figure looks like with the actual Elite vest. Man, drop a like if you're enjoying that, because I'm definitely digging it. Obviously, I'm going to have to go back here and mess around with it a little bit more. So the vest sits on there, like overall, it's sitting on there good without having to button up. But with or without, dude, oh man, I like it. I like it, Ali. Mr. Ali, you guys got to tell me, is that Aladdin movie? I don't know why I'm thinking about Aladdin right now, maybe because his name is Ali, but is that movie worth watching? I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters. I know it's on video now, so guys got to fill me in if the imposter, if he snuck into that movie theater. It's not. The figure, it still looks like the Elite, at least for the actual scan of it all. It still very much looks like Bobby Lashley. But it's going to be the tights where it's going to be the difference. The tights as well as the hat, he's not coming with the hat. This one had two options. You had the bandana, how you're seeing it right here, which I do prefer as opposed to the solid black hat. But right there, when you get down to the trunks, for the Elite, you're getting the Lashley, But for the basic, you're getting just the 2 letters with, would you call that a diamond? I'm going to call that a diamond, you guys. Tell me different if you guys think it's different. On the back right there, they are sharing the same art deco where you got Bobby Lashley posing right there by the entrance stage. Knee pads, we are getting the same knee pads, the same boots. The scan, it's almost the same, but I feel like the basic, they kind of went back to literally the basics. I'm seeing True FX on the Elite, which, hold on, is this one? It's really, let me take off the bandana. Maybe we'll be able to get a clearer side image right there on Bobby. No, it's the same one, you guys. My bad. Hold on. We gotta check ourselves before WHF wrecks himself. Look at that. There's a side-by-side comparison on the basic. Let's put him right there by Mr. Ali. Now, we are getting a first time in the line, Sarah Logan, and we will look at her, but I want to look at Ronda. Ronda, she's been my favorite when it comes to these figure releases. Of all the paint or of all the different looks that we've gotten for her, you guys, they've done a great job capturing a lot of these tights. The first one was more of like the promo, so here's the promo. I'm telling you, when I say that I'm a Ronda mark, you're going to see it right now. So we got it with the basic, and then we got it with the Elite. Now, the scan right here, we did see it, which was with the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition, she came with 3 different head scans. Both of them with the ponytail look. One was the series face, which is the one that you're seeing right here. But the one that's actually with the same one that we're seeing with the new one. Oh, hold on. We almost forgot one. We almost forgot the Sonya Blade. There's a Sonya Blade, but this is a revamped version. This is the one that BEW Animation had touched up. This is before us even getting the ponytail look, so I can get that Sonya look. All right, so let's get that other one, because this is the actual one that we saw with the Ultimate Edition. Let's put all those to the side so you guys can see the comparison on the re-release of the Ultimate Edition. Hair sculpt looking very similar. The tint on the hair on this newer one, it's looking slightly darker, not like different enough to where it's like, oh, bro, that's looking really good. It's looking identical, man. It's looking darker on this one versus the actual Ultimate Edition. The mold, same placement on the mold. I don't think we got the mold. Did we get the mold on the first one? I know that was one of my biggest disputes. We didn't. You guys recall that was one of my biggest arguments, and actually I think this might be the one off the Elite. But nonetheless, you guys, you can see that the hair sculpt, the overall like facial expression, they're all sharing the same. Even the ponytail, if you look back here on the actual ponytail on both of them, you're going to be getting the same look on both. And when you see the main difference when it comes to like how one of them is darker, it's where you're going to see it from the back side. Now, the rest of the tights, you guys, we're getting some golds. Actually, really, yeah, that's all we're getting. We're getting gold Rowdy up front right here for the top. The tights, we're getting Rousey on the left, but on the right, we're getting kind of that outline work right there that we saw up top with the actual hands themselves. And they do continue right here throughout the fists, and they stop right there. So really nice little attention on the actual fist. I like this Ronda, you guys. I am feeling this Ronda. She might be like the best. I don't know. Sarah Logan, she's going to give her a fight. Before Logan gets up in this video, we got to check out the phenomenal AJ Styles. The introduction of a new attire right here. It is kind of almost the same as the Elite, but it's going to be like the design. The designs are going to be the closest thing that we've gotten. All right, we got it in a basic, but I'll give you the Elite comparison so you guys can see what I mean. So with the Elite, obviously this is not what it's based off. This isn't what they're trying to portray with this figure, but I just want to show you the difference on 2 things. One, the actual color of it all. This one right here, the Elite, which is, again, the same thing as the basic attire that they had with this kind of paint deco, it's going to be a lighter blue, and this one, it's more of a darker blue. You're getting more of a darker blue. The outline work up front, it doesn't have it, which he shouldn't. When he wore this, he didn't have it. He had the same identical P1 logo on both sides right here. Let me get that focus. I'm telling you, dude, camera is just fighting me today. And look at this, you guys. We got knee pads. Good job, Mattel. I'm dropping a like on that just because you gave us knee pads on the Phenomenal one. We got Phenomenal up front right here on the kick pads, and then we got the number 1 right there. So here's the line work. You can see it's all coming down. It's all meeting at the middle on the actual Elite, but not on the basic. You could add a vest. There's I know I have several shirts for AJ Styles right here that could tie in with this look for the attire. So when it's displayed on the shelf, it's all going to go back to how I was talking about how, like, as long as you got a shirt, bro, you got a shirt or a vest, and you are like a hardcore mark of that figure, but yet you're not a fan of basics, that's where it really helps you out, man. Custom figure shirts, you're my boy over there. Can't stress to you how many times you've came through. Sarah Logan. Riot Squad, red, white, blue. We got one more figure. 4th of July, you're going to be part of that, man. If you thought for a second that you weren't going to be there in the WHF red, white, and blue figure collection, dude, come on, man. You got another thing coming. I like the war paint. I really do, you guys. On the left eye right here, you can see how they captured the war paint just beautifully. Even on the actual hairpiece, you can see how they managed to capture that as well as up front. Did they do it on the back? Not much on the back, but I like that, dude. War Raiders, they would be proud, and so would the President of the United States, reflecting that up front. Dude, I like we in the red. And it's not all that much red. It's more of a maroon. It's a dark red. It stops right there when you get to the actual side of the tank top. But on the back right here, let me show you the tattoo. We got to move the hair a little bit so you guys can get a real clear image right there of that design. That's sick, man. I like it. You can see all the small lettering up by the shoulder area on the back piece right there. You're getting some crazy outline work, dude. Like, you say war paint. Like, if I was to do war paint, you guys, this is just me saying this. Like, if you ever see me out trick-or-treating doing the Halloween thing, this would be my war paint. I wouldn't get all clean cut how they did it right there on the front of the actual shorts. We're getting, is that a fan, you guys? Someone fill me in. You guys, that's looking like a fan in that. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I could tell you a story. I could make something up and you'd probably believe me, but I'm not here to lie to you except to show you what these figures, what the Riot Squad is going to bring to you, man. All right, ranking. Let's get them all up here. Number 1, I'm already telling you right here. Sarah Logan, you are number 1 in my books, at least for the series. Definitely number 1. Number 2, I'm very happy with the Ali. I'm glad that they fixed the side thing that he had going on with the chin where it just made the head scan look way too big. Number 3, I'm giving it to Ronda. 4, AJ Styles. We're getting a new attire right here. It's not a release of a basic or an elite, which they do quite a bit. I feel like Mattel does that a lot, where they just keep doing the same attire for AJ Styles. So it's an introduction to a brand new attire. And Lashley, you ain't getting a new scan. You're getting a slight different look on the tight design, but not enough to what these other 4 are doing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.